All right, guys. So you've heard me talk about the ornaments as gifts, the infamous Christmas tree. Here's the story. Our first Christmas party, I would say, the entire thing was done for a total of $130. When I first met my wife, girlfriend at the time, she and I spent that first Christmas apart. Growing up as a child, Christmas was a very important, wonderful occasion. It was filled with love and joy. That joy was taken from me. By the time I was 17 years old, I had found myself in a homeless shelter without loved ones around, and I grew into a Grinch. I truly hated Christmas. I hated everything about it. I hated people who got happy because of Christmas, and it was because I loved it so much. When I met my wife in 2016, that would be the last year I spent Christmas alone. My wife found out in 2016 that I had spent that Christmas alone drinking. Everybody else was so busy being happy and with families, I just didn't want to feel. Christmas is a joyous occasion for many, and for every person celebrating, there are people crying, and there's a lot of pain. And this story is about how you turn pain into joy. So 2016 comes and goes. My wife finds out that I've spent Christmas drinking alone. She talks to me. She's like, well, that's not happening again. She starts asking, Miles, what was the last happy Christmas you had? I remember being a teenager and having my friends come over, and we would decorate our Christmas tree together and play video games, listen to music, eat snacks. And that was a really joyous time. And I told my wife about it, and she was like, well, that's what we'll do. So we said to ourselves, with a grand total of $130, because that is all the money we had in the world, we said, we're going to do this thing. In 2017, so we went to the store and we bought a 5-foot tree. I bought one of those packages of red and gold ornaments, little balls. And that was pretty much it. We decided that we would throw a party, and we invited over our closest friends and family. But we didn't really have a whole lot of money to do Secret Santa or anything like that. So we said, you know what, guys? Instead of doing a gift exchange, let's just do ornaments. I will give you guys an ornament you can put on your tree, and then you guys can give me an ornament to put on my tree. It doesn't have to be expensive. It could be homemade, whatever. And so what we did is, at the time, there were these Disney 2017 ornaments. They were about $10 each. And we gave one to each family. We didn't know it then, but that would be the start of the most magical tradition. Our friends came that year. They gave us a few ornaments. And that year, we went from having just those balls to a few ornaments from friends. That was 2017. That was the first year. Like I said, it was a 5-foot tree, very simple ornaments. And we didn't know it, but that year we started something. So 2018 came, and we invited more friends. We got more ornaments. We invited our friends over. We had them bring ornaments. We did the ornament exchange. It was great. In 2019, things had really started to turn around for my wife and I. We were in a much better financial position, and we upgraded to our big tree. By 2020, when COVID hit, we had the most beautiful tree ever, full of memories and ornaments given by loved ones. Each Christmas, our party grew with more guests and more ornaments and more laughters. And now, if you fast forward and you see our tree, it spins. It has a train that goes through the middle. It has beautiful Disney ornaments. It has Hallmark magic ornaments. It rotates. I truly have a beautiful Christmas tree. But every time I look at it, I see that 5-foot Christmas tree in the condo. It just makes me smile because I know that's where it started. It started with $130 and just not wanting to be sad anymore. It started with my wife wanting to help her boyfriend at the time who was struggling with mental health and hating Christmas. Look at these ornaments, and each ornament on my tree is from someone. It represents a memory. Someone who was a part of our family, and that will be there forever. One of my favorite things to do is to sit there and look at those ornaments, and I try to remember who brought each one. It's incredible. When we were taking those ornaments out and hanging them, I remember those people giving it to us. And I remember what life was like back then. It makes you feel connected to these people. When I hang those ornaments, I remember where we were, what life felt like back then, and I'm reminded of how far we've come. This tree grew with us. Each branch holds a chapter. I keep thinking to myself, what if more families did this? What if instead of worrying about Secret Santa and buying those individuals a gift, which you can still do, instead of focusing on just presents, what if every Christmas tree was filled with stories instead of price tags? I'm telling you, I have a one of one tree. You can't buy my tree. It's not for sale. You can only create my tree with love. There is no tree out there that will ever be as beautiful as mine because of the people who were there. Each ornament on my tree has a heartbeat. Some of them came from friends who've moved away, some from family, and some from little hands that have grown up way too fast. This year, start your tradition. Invite friends over. Copy this. It's beautiful. And I'd love to, if you guys could tag me in these trees, I'd love to see them. Christmas is now my favorite time of year. And it truly is something I look forward to. I look forward to having friends come and put their ornaments on my tree. I wonder what they're going to get this year. And my kids will grow up seeing this, and it is something I hope they copy. I hope one day it's a tradition that they will do because it's truly beautiful. I don't have the biggest, most expensive Christmas tree out there, but mine is the best. It's one of one. It can't be duplicated. It can't be bought. It's not for sale. My Christmas tree is decorated with love, friends, and family. When my kids grow up and they're going to ask, where did this ornament come from? I can't wait to tell them. I can't wait to share with them that these ornaments started with $130 and a desire to just not be sad. I am so grateful for what has become of this tree and tradition and everything that has come from it. And this is something I wanted to share with everyone. Christmas isn't about having the biggest tree or the most expensive one. If watching this video makes you start this tradition, please tag me. I'd love to see them grow. You don't need much. Start with what you have, whatever you can afford. Watch it build. I love my Christmas tree, and if you're looking for a way to fall in love with Christmas again, try this. Because I know what it's like to hate Christmas. I know what it's like to not want it to come. And this is how I brought Christmas back. And it has truly healed my soul. I'm grateful for my Christmas tree.